Time now for Phil's Gang Market Watch with Phil Grande.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Phil's Gang. I just finished my nationally syndicated radio show. You should catch it on most stations around the country. But I want to visit with you and give you some of the information I've given my listeners. They're very important to the stock market, because the stock market, the crash started in January. It was confirmed in April. It was confirmed in April because, on average, bull markets last 60 months. That was our 60th month. But there's something more important to happen. We have what they call a divergence indicator. We've seen this a few times where the stock market continues to go higher, make new highs. We've made 27 new highs. But at the same time, we're seeing fewer and fewer stocks make new highs. That's a very dangerous indicator. We saw that in 2007. We saw that, and actually we saw that in April of 2014 when we hit our 60th month. So that's a very dangerous indicator, a very dangerous divergence. So we're going to really keep our eyes peeled for that, because each time, like in 2007 when we saw it, bam, we had our crash. And I'm trying to think, there was one more date before that, but I'll come up with it a little later. What else? Well, okay, we're making these new highs, but and Obama comes out and tells us, wow, everything's turning around. We're in a recovery. Everything's good. Manufacturing, we're in a recovery. Housing, we're in a recovery. He says the stock market's in a recovery. He's taking credit for the stock market. What are you, nuts? Stock market's in no recovery. First of all, the stock market's going straight up. The economy's going straight down. That's not a recovery. The stock market's going up for one reason, because we are continuing to put money into the stock, into these global companies to buy their own stock back. The other day when he came out and he said how we're in this recovery, I couldn't handle it. I was ready to go nuts. Recovery? Just because companies can borrow 1.7 trillion and pay no interest and go out and buy their floats, and when there's a float, there's less earnings, and to spread around, and that makes the earnings go up, and that's okay? Are you kidding? That's not okay. When you keep buying your own shares so that your earnings per share go up, what happens when the market corrects, you're going to really be punished. If a market was going to correct just 10%, that market will correct 20 or 30%. So if you're in a pension or you're in a 401k and playing this game of keep pushing the stock market up, as we've done for the last 5 years with buybacks, that's a very dangerous game, because we get punished at the end, especially fixed income people, pension people, 401k people get slaughtered. So for Obama to come out and say, oh, the economy's doing very well, we're in a turnaround based on stock as being purchased, is absolutely nuts. Housing recovery, look at the numbers we're seeing in the housing recovery. Where's the housing recovery? Is he crazy? We just saw last week new home sales hit the skids. We saw today existing homes, they're pending, hit the skid. You can't have good housing numbers when you have when you have wage growth of less than 2%. What are you, nuts? And when you do have wage growth, it's all part-time. Like in June, we hit what? We had 280,000, 85,000 jobs, of which 275,000 jobs were part-time jobs. Are you kidding? Manufacturing, he says, was wonderful. He says manufacturing, we're in a recovery. What recovery? Are you kidding? It used to be 43% of all jobs manufacturing. Now it's less than 11% of all jobs. I mean, the line just goes on and on and on. The only thing that's happening is the market is going up, no doubt about that. As long as they keep interest rates zero, and as long as they keep providing the money to companies to keep buying their own shares, we're going to go higher. But the recovery is getting worse and worse. And as I just mentioned a moment ago, you're no longer the number one nation anymore. Because when this thing breaks, and it breaks so hard, it's so hard to recover. The recovery will take 50 years, 60. Look what happened to Japan when they did the same thing. They're still trying to get out of recovery. So we have 1.1 million fewer jobs in manufacturing now than when Obama took office. But yet he comes out on the radio, on TV yesterday and the other day, and he goes, oh, look, our manufacturing is really on I think he called it a hot rebound. So I just wanted to share these facts with you because if you are in stocks and you're letting somebody handle your portfolio and you're just you're passive, you never look at it, you don't do anything, you're going to get killed. You're going to get killed. This is going to be a worse stock market crash than you've ever seen. Now, when's this market going to crash? It already started. You just don't know it. Okay? It's just like Main Street people are saying when they hear Obama, how we're in this great recovery, they're going, I don't feel a recovery because they still can't get a full-time job. Well, it's the same thing as an investor. We know we're not in recovery. We know there's no longer what we call a stock market. There really isn't because of the because of the rigged numbers. But we do know this. We have excellent stocks that we can put in the market and make money on. Example, we just shorted 2 home builders. In one day, we're already up 3%. So we can find excellent stocks with excellent patterns. The idea is just to shrink the time that you're going to be in these stocks, your time horizon. That's the trick right now. For people who are in this buy and hold mode, you're going to get killed. You got to reduce your time horizon 2 weeks, 2 days to 2 weeks, maybe 2 months, and that's why you should follow me. Just follow me. Just buy the same stock I'm buying, and you'll have 100% transparency from the beginning to the end. That's the best thing to do. That's all you can do. All right? Okay, so be careful. There is no recovery in the stock market. There's no economic recovery. There's no manufacturing recovery. There's no auto recovery. There's no recovery at all. It's all fake. But that's good news because when the market collapses, when you're a gang member, you're going to make money because we're going to be shorting it all the way back down. See you on the charts.
That's right, folks. For more information on Phil's Gang, simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. And we'll see you on the charts.